Welcome back to this series I'm doing. This is going to be lesson 2, and this is going to be all about basic open chords, which you'll be playing a lot in your guitar journey, and basic technique. Also, you'll be learning how to read chord diagrams, as you know, they're kind of necessary. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so before we play chords, we need to learn how to read chord diagrams. So let's do a little explaining. These horizontal lines that you see, those represent each string. So that first horizontal line is E, next one's A, next one's D, next one's G, next one's B, and the last one's high E. And those vertical columns you see represent the frets. So if you notice, there are 2 notes on the second vertical column that fall on the A and D string. So that's how you know for the E minor chord, we are going to need to play those 2 notes. Now the other thing you'll see is an open circle. What an open circle means is you're going to have an open string. Essentially, this is just a string that you let ring out. You're not putting any pressure on it. You're just hitting it and letting it play. So you can see that the low E string are open, and also the G, B, and E. So all those strings will be open, just ringing out, just like that. Another thing you may see to the right is you'll see numbers. What these numbers mean, these are not the frets, but these are which fingers we're going to use. So we're going to number our fingers. This is going to be 1, then 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there we have 2 and 3. So what that means is we're going to have our middle finger, and our third finger pressed down. Then we strum, we leave all the other notes open. And boom, there we have it, an E minor chord. Now let's learn E7. So we're going to take our middle finger, put it on the 2nd fret of the A, and then take our index finger, put it on the 1st fret of the G. The rest of the strings are going to stay open, and we'll give it a strum. Now let's learn an E chord. So we're going to take our middle finger, put it on the 2nd fret of the A, ring finger on the 2nd fret of the D, and our first finger, index finger on the 1st fret of the G string. Leave the other strings open and give it a strum. And there it is. One thing to keep in mind is when you hear someone just say an A chord or an E chord or a B chord, they mean a major chord. Okay, so there is a difference. Like, for example, when we played the E minor, I said E minor. When you play an E major chord, you can say E major or you can say E. But either way, people will know what you're talking about. Now, let's learn a G chord. We're going to take our middle finger, put it on the 3rd fret of the low E, an index, and put it on the 2nd fret of the A, and take our ring finger, almost said ring finger, and put it on the 3rd fret of the high E. We're going to leave the other strings open. Okay, so you see that there's an X near the low E string. That means we're not playing that string. The G and high E are going to be open. So let's take a look at this chord. Take our ring finger, put it on the 3rd fret of the A, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D, and index finger on the 1st fret of the B. Now strum down starting from the A string, and there's the chord. Another thing that you can do is kind of press your ring finger up against the E string, so that way it's muted, and even if you hit it, it doesn't give any real sound. Alright, now for the A chord. So there's actually a few ways to play this one, and I'm going to show you all of them. First, we need an open A string. We need a index finger on the 2nd fret of the D, a middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G, and our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B. So if you notice, I kind of move my hand a bit, make it more sideways, to be able to fit them all. Another thing you could do is use the middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger if that's more comfortable for you. Or we can do what's called bar chords, a bar chord or barring, which is where you're going to take this index finger, you're going to push it down on all of these strings right here, and just pick through up until the B string. Now, to play an A7, we're going to have an open A string. We're going to have a middle finger on the second fret of the D. We're going to leave G open. We're going to take our ring finger and put it on the second fret of the B. And we're going to have the high E open as well. So strum down from the A string. And there's A7. Now for A minor, there are two ways to play A minor. The first one, you can take our middle finger, put it on the second fret of the D, ring finger on the second fret of the G, and our index finger on the first fret of the B, and strum from the A to the high E. The second way is, instead of using our middle, ring, and index finger, we use our ring, pinky, and middle finger like this. Now for our next chord, we have D minor. To play a D minor chord, we're starting with an open D string, middle finger on the second fret of the G, third finger, ring finger on the third fret of the B, and our index finger on the first fret of the high A. We strum down from the D string, this is what we get. Alright, now for the D7 chord, we're still going to have an open D string, a middle finger on the second fret of the G, our first finger on the first fret of the B, and our ring finger on the second fret of the high E. Now strum down from the D string. There you go. And now for the D chord, or D major. So, we're still going to have an open D, index finger on the second fret of the G, ring finger on the third fret of the B, and our middle finger on the second fret of the high E. We're going to strum down from the D string, and there's your D chord. Okay, now for strumming, we're going to take our picks. This is how I hold mine. Try and copy that. And what we're going to do is mute the guitar. So to mute, we're just going to take our hand, lay it over the strings. Don't press down. You're going to get this sound. This first strumming pattern I'm going to teach you is super, super common. And here's how it goes. You're going to go down, down, up, up, down, up. Let's do it again. Down, down, up, up, down, up. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up. And one thing you can do with this pattern is choose some of the chords that we learned here today and try and strum through them. So I'll give a little example. We're going to do E minor and C major. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down, down, up, down, up on E minor. Then I'm going to switch to C major and go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And that's a quick little exercise that you can do to practice changing between some of these chords and strumming as well. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you found this really useful. And in the next lesson, we'll be going over switching between chords. If you have any questions, recommendations, requests, anything, leave them in the comments. I will get back to you all. Thank you for watching.